Hey guys, so I want to quickly share a win in terms of having a team that supports your business, a recent win that we've had. So for our graphic design business, recently we were working on a project for a data center for one of the largest social media companies in the world. We're working with our customer who works with the contractors to build one of their data centers in the US. And we are in charge of designing all the evacuation maps for that location. So this project has been ongoing for about 4 months, and there's a lot of back and forth. Kind of long story short, we're at the end of this project. And then at the end of this project, when we sent the last set of graphic proofs to the client, expecting that the client would approve and would wrap up the project, their client, so our client's client, right? Because when you do a new construction building, there are a lot of contractors, and then these general contractors subcontract to, subcontractors, and then subcontractor, even subcontractor. We're like a subcontractor for design and graphic design, to our client who is a subcontractor for signage, to their customer, which is a general contractor who builds the data center. So what happened was, at the end of this project, and then they have a very tight deadline, they have to have this done by before Christmas, which is next week. Their client, not our customer, so the general contractor called us, left a message and said, hey, I need to talk to you guys right away. Everything on this, so many things has gone wrong on this project, and we have to have it fixed right away. We need to talk to the owner. So they kind of bypass our client to go straight to us. We consulted with our client, and then we spoke with them as well. And then our client says, oh my goodness, you don't want to get involved. This customer is very difficult to deal with. And we're like, okay, we're here to help. So anyway, our client set up a Zoom meeting with their client. And then for about 1 hour, their client was just berating us and saying, oh my gosh, this is all wrong. Like, communication is all bad. We need to correct it right away. I need to talk to the owner. So I'm not involved in this project at all, since we have a great team. Our team is completely taking this project. I hardly ever touch any of the projects at all. But this is one of the first time in the last 2 years where I was called upon to be involved in the project. So I jump on a Zoom call. I said, okay, no problem. So they say, oh, they're in a bad situation. They missed multiple deadlines, which we're not aware of, and they need to have this done right away. They said, I need the company's owners' commitment to get this done. I said, okay, no problem. I commit to you. I'll get that done. Okay. So then I get involved. Afterwards, as we continue to find out what's going on, it's because of our client. It's possible because they are understaffed. Most North American companies are understaffed, because it's just simply too expensive to keep enough staff locally. The payroll is just way too high. We know that. We're only able to have 15 people in our team because we have, we're using virtual assistant for Philippines. That is the only reason why we have 15 people. Otherwise, we'll have 1 person, 2 people maximum. Right now, our 15 people that we have in our team is less than we hire 2 people here locally. The productivity and the amount of work and the amount of care and quality control check they can do without my direct involvement is incredible. It's miraculous. So once I start diving in and we start looking at the situation, then we realize our customer dropped the ball for the last 3 months. And most likely their customer dropped the ball for the last 3 months, because again, both of those companies are probably wildly understaffed. Because as I'm looking at the correspondences, they're coming back and forth, there's a lot of miscommunication between their client and our client. And then from our client to us, there are things that they should have been communicated to us sooner, faster. It wasn't communicated. And then there are things that was communicated between their client and our client, and they weren't addressed or passed along or checked. Anything we sent to them, they didn't check. They didn't really check that much. Okay. They couldn't catch the things that were missing. Whereas our team, because of the number of people that we have and because of the systems we put into place, every action that's taken goes through 3 steps. Goes to project planning, project manager planning, goes to the task, the person who does the task, and then goes to a quality control check. Every single thing goes through these 3 loops, completely without my participation. Me or Mia, my partner's participation. Well, Mia does participate, but very minimal. It's completely done automatically by our team in the background without our participation. We're talking hundreds of hours of work that needs to be done. We completely are not involved. Back to this story. We started realizing probably at least 10 different occurrences where our client and their client has dropped the ball. They missed something. They should have communicated. They never had time to check, which we understand because I was used to be in that position where I have only 2 people in my team and all 3 of us were burned out simply because we're wildly understaffed. So we took over. This actually happened last Thursday. And then last Friday, we had a Zoom meeting where they berated us for an hour, say it's all our fault. And then I was forced to jump on the call same day on Friday as well. But I have 4 hours for my team to kind of look over everything, prepare all the all the timelines of what happened. And then 4 hours later, when I had a call, I have a complete report of exactly why everything happened. Our team prepared it, researched it, briefed me on it on Zoom. So when I jump on the call, I have so many things I actually told my client, and their client said, hey, this thing that you said that you sent us instructions for revision in November, we only received last Thursday. So somewhere along the line, you send it to our client, we never received it for about a month and a half later. It's not our fault. And number 2, all these things that we sent to you, you didn't check, and you said it was okay. All these changes you wanted to see, you have a month and a half to respond, you didn't. A lot of changes they wanted us to make, they wanted to blame us. But my team prepared such a great documentation and in summary format, which is so easy for me to see. I was able to say, well, you were able to see this mistake in the last 3-4 revision proofs that we sent you in the last 2 months. You didn't flag them. You had chance, you didn't flag them. Also, our team, we have implemented a system where our team continue to follow up with our clients if they don't respond back to us. And we have an email trail of exactly how to respond. So when they say, hey, well, you guys dropped the ball, I say, well, we didn't drop the ball. Respectfully, ma'am. I have a full list of all of our contacts, all of our conversations back and forth and our follow-ups. On every month, in the last 3 months, our team have on average follow up with you 7 to 8 times, asking you to respond back to us every single month. Every month, 7 to 8 times. Without our participation at all, our team is very diligent. That's pretty much 1 to 2 times a week. We're doing follow up. Hi, we're waiting for your response. Hi, we're waiting for 2 times a week for the last 3 months. On average, our team has been sending these courtesy reminders manually. That is the power of a team. Okay, and that is how, when we're able to show them all these evidence, the client is like, okay, well, I got nothing to say. Like, we completely show them. We're like super on the ball, and they're the one who dropped the ball. So I think that's one of the things I want to share with you. When you have a great team supporting you, they're able to do things on a daily basis that it will take you a month to do. They can finish in 1 day if you have a big enough team. And they are able to do 10 times the things, 20 times the things you're able to do on a daily basis. And they are really able to provide a amazing customer experience for every single one of your clients, so that they are like, oh my gosh, these guys, do they not sleep? You can deliver such a customized experience if you have a correctly set up and a well-employed, well-manned team supporting you. Meaning, like, you have enough people on your team. You're not understaffing your team. You're not straining your team. Then you can deliver this amazing, like, you got this crazy machine that's supporting you, customer service machine that delivers world-class service, world-class experience for your clients, where you can get amazing reviews, rave review from them without you ever doing any of the work. If you set up the right systems in place, which we can help you. Getting back to the story. So last Friday, after I had a call and I laid out all the things. So 4 hours beforehand on Friday, our team had a call with the client. The client just continued to berate and say, hey, you didn't do this, you didn't do this. Basically, at that time, we weren't prepared enough. So we were just like getting blamed for all the mistakes. And then they said, I need to talk to your owner in 4 hours. And then I did. I jumped in 4 hours, but we have 4 hours to prepare. In 4 hours, every single thing that they said I was wrong, we were wrong, our team was wrong, I was able to rebuttal it, argue against it, and prove that we didn't screw up, they did. We didn't screw up, they did. We didn't screw up, they did. We didn't screw up. Every single thing, to the point where they got nothing to say back. Okay. And then they say, well, we're in a place where we don't have time. So what can we do? I said, okay, this is not our fault, but I am committed to help. because we're on the same team. Okay, I do believe that we are on the same team with you guys, and we care for our services and our reputation and our products and your experience. So I'm committed. We're going to commit our team to help you, whatever it takes to get it done for you. Then what we did is, so normally they send us a whole bunch of revisions that normally, if we put on an expedited basis, it will take at least 1 to 2 weeks to finish. Okay, with our project management, with our doing the task, and then doing the quality control. But because I needed ASAP, ultra urgent situation, so what we did was we are able to have our team work overtime on the weekend. But mind you, overtime on the weekend from Philippines, it is still much more affordable. We're looking at about, $3.50 an hour, okay, working overtime, to $4 an hour, work overtime on the weekend. Very affordable. We're able to deploy our team over the weekend, okay, and then get it done. And we're able to finish what it would normally take our team 2 weeks to finish within 1 weekend. Everything is done. Everything is delivered on Monday, and everything is checked and double checked, and it's great. It's perfect. They weren't expecting us to be able to finish everything by Monday. They thought if you can just finish maybe 20 to 30% by Monday, that'll be fine. We end up finishing 100% by Monday. And then the 100% by Monday, 80% is still done by our team. Okay. So by Monday, we not only over-delivered, but we're also able to say hi to our client, because our client is the one that we screwed up. We didn't screw up anything in this one, but we helped them recover from the problems that they had caused, right? I truly believe it's because of lack of staff on their team. They just overwhelmed. They got too many things on their plate, which we all go through. So I was able to tell them, so over the weekend, we have proven a miraculous amount of work done, okay, relative to the amount that they have seen. And I was able to establish a report and a proven track record of how much we can get done, and the diligence and the systems and the method to our madness that we employ. We have impressed them, and then we told them, okay, now at this level of urgency and expeditedness, we're committed, but we'll have to charge you more for it now. Simply because it takes a lot more time and design time and cost for our team to be able to work at these hours, and expeditedness, as well as my personal attention, which will cost more as well. So we charge them another premium cost on Monday for any additional work that needed to be done above and beyond what was done on the weekend. So whatever was done on the weekend, so we actually finished charging the entire project. They're paid in full. But because of this fiasco last weekend, we now tell them, well, that's no longer paid in full, because we're doing much more work than what you have already paid us, all overtime basis. So now we're going to charge you premium. And we actually charge them another 50% of the whole project. Okay, the amount that we charge them 50% more just to finish, to do the additional work to finish the project. And guess what? They paid. They happily paid it. Said, okay, makes sense. We collected the money, and our team, boom, again, finished the project 2 days. And now we delivered the work way ahead of schedule for them. The work is double check and triple check, and it looks great. And I really think that we wouldn't be able to have done this without a great team, a great virtual team that works well with, is working under a really great system and processes in place. So it's an amazing win. Okay. We literally didn't have to do that much more work. Like, I didn't personally have to do that much more work. I just have to kind of take a quick look and then do some follow up with a client. But 99% of the work is done by the team. It's amazing. It's like, when we as entrepreneurs we're owners of the company, and we know what needs to be done, but we don't want to be the ones who's doing the work, because that would take too long, right? Our time is best served to be in the strategic decision maker, when we're making the strategic decisions of what needs to be done by when, but we don't want to be the one who's doing it. Our team will do it for us. And it is such a blessing. Like, this is where I'm so grateful that we have set up a team of 15 people. It's because of times like this. Because of times like this, and you have a big crisis on your hands. You have a big fire that you need to put out. And then if we don't have enough people, you don't have enough people. If you are personally going to finish everything, it will take you like 2 weeks. Well, if you actually have a great team already built in and you have enough people time to be able to work for you, you can literally compress time, get 2 weeks worth of work done within 2 days, and then impress the heck out of your clients. That's the power of a great team and great process. Okay, guys, so I just wanted to share that with you. I think every single company really, truly needs a good team and enough people on the team. Most companies, I believe, in this world, do not have enough people on their team simply because it costs too much to hire enough people. With this problem now solved from Virtual Assistant for Philippines and with a proven structured systems and processes in place so that you don't have to do the work yourself. You don't have to manage the work yourself. Everything is done automatically with predictable results, and everything is checked and double checked by the systems which we establish, and we can help you do that. Okay, if you're interested, feel free to send me a DM. We can jump on a call and can let you know what I can be able to get to know what is your system at this point, what is your team like at this point, what is your business like at this point, and what will be some of the suggestions we may have for you in order to move your company to the next level, towards the point where it becomes self-run, becomes automatic, and that you wouldn't literally have to do any work in your company anymore. It'll literally just run by itself without you having to worry about it and continue to provide predictable results. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Take care.